Welcome. This video will touch on features of ICC's web labeling and Labelsync software, working in conjunction with Siegel Scientific's Bartender software that will streamline your company's GHS labeling and SDS management requirements. Thank you for your interest. If you have any questions or would be interested in a personalized demonstration, please do not hesitate to contact Dan Albert, System Sales Director at 905-890-7231 or at dalbert@thecompliancecenter.com. You might be a chemical manufacturing company who manufactures products on behalf of other companies. These other companies for whom you manufacture products are called your customers. Web labeling and Labelsync have features for entering customer-specific product information and for organizing the printing of labels for customers. For products that your company manufacture, your company would give each product a name and a product code. But when your customer receives any of these products, that customer might give each product their own version of a product name and product code. For example, you might manufacture paint for a customer called XYZ Paints Limited. Suppose you manufacture a product whose name is reddish orange paint number 230 and whose product code is B230. But for your customer XYZ Paints Limited, their version of that product's name is Autumn Vermilion Paint, and their product code is 45678. Sometimes the labels for products manufactured for a customer need the customer's version of this information printed on the label. The label may also need your customer's logo and address to be printed on it too. Web labeling allows you to keep track of any customers you may have and enter customer versions of product information for products that you manufacture for them. Here, for example, is a list of customers that I've already entered into web labeling. For each customer, I can record what products that I manufacture for them. For example, here's a list of products that I manufacture for XYZ Paints Limited. For each product that I make for XYZ Paints Limited, information is entered about the customer's version of the product information. For any product, you can enter the customer's version of the product name, product code, product use, and product description. Also, you can upload 2 images for that product that can be used when printing labels for that customer. The label designer typically will create at least one separate format for each customer. These formats will typically have the customer's logo and their address, as well as their version of their product information. For example, this format will display XYZ Paints Limited's logo and address here, their version of the product name here, and their version of the product code here. So, if I want to print a label for a product that I manufacture for XYZ Paints Limited, I'll use this format. Labelsync organizes these formats by customer, so that if you do have many customers, you won't accidentally print a label with a different customer's logo and address. For example, here is Labelsync's print screen. When I click a customer, only the formats for that customer will appear for selection, and also only the products that I manufacture for that customer will appear. If I click a different customer, only formats and products for that customer will appear for selection. So as you can see, once I select a customer, a format for that customer, and a product that I manufacture for that customer, and then click the print button, Bartender opens up and I can print the label with that customer's logo, address, and their version of the product information. Private tollers are companies who make products on behalf of their customers. Private tollers never have any of their own company's information printed on the label. Only their customers' information is printed on these labels. The examples we've seen so far are similar to the kinds of labels a private toller company would want to print. In contrast, some customers want both your company information and their company information to be printed on the label. The label designer can create formats for these labels too. Here's a label with logos and addresses printed on the label for both my company, ABC Company, and my customer, Big Box Store Limited. It also has my version of the product's product name and product code, as well as my customer's versions of this information. This label also has some print time information the customer would find useful when they receive the product, such as lot number, date of manufacture, and the purchase order number. This information is, of course, entered using the print time data entry form that the label designer created when creating this format.